in this first example, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm going to ask you to find u dot v, so we need to determine the dot product. Okay? Now remember, the dot product is basically going to give us a value. It's not going to give us a new vector. All right? So basically what we want to do is, my recommendation would be to rewrite this in component form. Right? Because you guys can see, even in my definitions for the dot product, I use component form. Whereas this is written as a linear combination in terms of its magnitude and direction. Correct? Right? So we can figure what those values are by, we're going to have to use our calculator. We can figure out those values, and we're going to approximate, and I'll just approximate to the nearest hundredth. But I can rewrite this. So I can say u is then going to equal, so I'll do 3 times the cosine of 15. And I get 2.89, so I'll do 2.90. Just round to the nearest hundred for each one. And then I'll do 3 times the sine of 15. And I get 0.776. Make sure I'm in the correct mode. OK. All right, then let's go ahead and figure out v. So now I'll do 4 times the cosine of 50, and I get 2.57. And then 4 times the sine of 50, and I get 3.06. Has everybody followed me at least what I did here? A lot of the problems, you're going to have them in as a vector. You'll have them in linear combination. You don't need to convert them this way, but I think it's just easiest to convert them to component form to do the vector product, or the dot product. So remember, the dot product, u dot v, is basically telling us to do u1 times v1 plus u2 times v2. So I'm basically going to multiply 2.90 times 2.57, and then add that to 0.78 times 3.06. Does everybody agree with me? So therefore, I do 2.90 times 2.57, and I get 7.43, again, round to the hundredth, so 7.45. And then I did 0.78 times 3.06, and I get 2.69, or 2.39. What am I doing? You're not creating a vector. You're adding them. Did I write that in there? No, I didn't. OK. I'm sorry about that. I got lost in my train of thought. Please do not make this mistake. You guys will make this mistake. It's a very common mistake. And of course, I may even made the mistake even going through teaching. But it's a very common one because we're so used to doing vector operations and getting a vector. Please understand that the dot product is not producing a different vector. OK? The dot product does not produce a new vector. It provides a value. OK? So just be conscious. I was like unconscious and just doing work, and I put it in vectors. Just understand that, again, we're not creating a new vector. We're adding these two to get a value. So 7.45. And I get 9.38. So 9.84. That is going to be your dot product. OK? Is everybody OK with that? OK. Huh? Yeah, that's, sorry. Nope. OK, so